standing outside the Nottingham Forest Stadium, the City Ground. Well, there are many awesome stories to come from this place. There's a much more exciting story that we're going to talk about, a kick of the ball away. Heads up!
Thanks, Mark. We're here on Radcliffe Road, the first tarmac road in the world. It was on this road behind me that Edgar Hooley's vision came to pass, a story which began in the early 1900s.
Contrary to popular belief that credits a Scot named John McAdam as the inventor of tarmac, the true story begins in Derbyshire and has Nottingham at the very heart of it.
Edgar Hooley lived in Beeston and worked for the council. Whilst walking in Derbyshire, he came upon a smooth road and after further investigation, found out through an accident that slag had been poured on the road to cover the mess, creating the perfect smooth road.
Hooley saw this as an opportunity, and for the next year he worked on the perfect formula by heating tar, adding broken stones and then his new ingredient slag. It worked perfectly. The Nottingham-led invention of tarmac enabled small businesses to spread across the country, like companies such as Boots behind me here, a massive pharmaceutical giant which started from one man, John Boot.
John Boot was the original brain behind Boots. Originally an agricultural worker, he moved to Nottingham with his family to start a new business in 1849, in which he created and sold herbal remedies. After his death in 1860, his son Jesse took over the business at the tender age of 21, and the business began to flourish. Jesse's main objective was to aid the working class, along with his catchphrase, "Health for a shilling."
As you can see, Boots still serves the working class people today, and then in the 1960s, it teamed up with Nottingham University to create a new pharmaceutical drug. The university have allowed us access to talk to a student about that.
So Nottingham University has hooked us up with their brightest students to talk about ibuprofen. We're going to meet him now. Let's do it. Hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Come on in. So introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
I'm Mark Label. I've just finished a biochemistry degree at the Nottingham University with a dissertation in medical drugs and particularly ibuprofen. Well, I found out that ibuprofen was created in 1961 by Stuart Adams, who I've met on several occasions and is a really interesting character. It was a cure for the hangover, and Stuart Adams worked with the university and Boots when developing the drug. For a period in the 1960s and 70s, it was only exclusively sold in Boots pharmacists, and it was only manufactured in the Nottingham Boots factory.
What would the consequences of not having ibuprofen in this world be?
Well, apart from the common hangover being worse, colds and headaches would be a lot more severe. And that's why I think it's one of the best inventions to come out of Nottingham, if not England.
So this is all down to Stuart Adams?
Yes, Stuart Adams is a really inspiring figure for the people of Nottingham.
So there you have it, an expert's opinion on the subject. Thanks very much for that, Mark Label. However, he's not the only person from Nottingham, so let's go and find out what everyone else thinks.
Favourite thing in Nottingham is probably the corner house.
The favourite thing that's come out of Nottingham for me is probably Paul Smith.
Probably the nightlife.
My favourite thing in Nottingham is the salsa dancing here.
Probably has to be the Games Workshop, to be honest. Yeah?
I like the shopping here.
Shopping?
Yeah, absolutely. There's always lots here.
So there you go, a few weird ones, but that's the voice of Nottingham.
Well, only 6 to be precise.
Well, nonetheless, it still shows how many interesting things Nottingham has engineered over its history. Join us again next week for more Unbeknownst In Nottingham.
Thanks for watching.